Now just a small disclaimer before I start this video. This is not really a how to do this. There is multiple videos on YouTube how to do this better. This is just my personal experience, how I'm gonna do it or how I did it, and the end result may vary. But anyways, with that being said, feel free guys to watch this video. Hello and welcome to another Xterra video where I work on my truck. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. And on today's video I'm gonna try to do some body restoration. Gonna try to get rid of some rust. Last year when I work on my frame, I tried and worked to fix over here, but as you can see, this part over here, it's not good. It's rusting away. So for some reason all Xterras near the gas tank over here, this is like the the cursed spot. Everybody has a rust spot over here. So I'm gonna try to sand this all over again. I don't know, I might even have to cut this out. I might have to weld a new piece in. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I have to get rid of all of this rust. This is not good over here. Yeah. So I'm gonna get the grinder and I'm gonna start grinding this all off. And over here at the door, I need to work on this as well. Because it's all bubbling up over here as well, so I have to sand this all off a lot more on both sides. This is not as worse as the other one, but still I have some over here. So now I'm probably gonna take the grinder because I don't think this is worth doing it with a sandpaper, and I'm gonna start grinding this all off. The sooner I do it, the less of this cancer gonna spread out on the rest of the body. Yeah, this doesn't look too good. So I'm gonna start trying to sand this all off, all of this part. Hopefully the metal is still okay over there, but I might have to, like I said, replace it or something. So yeah, gonna try to sand it off with this wheel first. Let's see how that's gonna work out. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Wow, that's not pretty over there at all. Yep, this is completely rusted through. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. This is really ugly. Why I even started to do this? Well, there's no going back. So this is not good. I mean, it could be worse, but this is not really good. So now the issue I have, well, it's not the issue, but I have to figure something out. But this is actually like a two pieces. This is the body over here going up, and then right over there in the second portion over there, it's actually going in for the wheel well. So there is a space in between. Actually I can actually stick the whole screwdriver in, and it's inside there between the body and inner body. So theoretically I probably better off just cutting the whole piece out, maybe. But then I also have this bent over here, and I need to close everything up somehow. My main goal is just to stop the rust. I don't really care if this not gonna look perfect over here whenever I'm done welding and painting. I just don't want the rust to keep spreading out. That's the only thing I don't want here. I know it's not gonna look pretty when I'm done with it, but I just don't want the rust to spread out. So I actually took the tire out, so it's gonna make the work easier over here. And now I have a better view from the inside, and then the inside looks bad as well. And the problem is that this is a two pieces sandwiched together, so yeah. So I'm gonna start cutting this out and gonna see how I'm gonna make this work. Also made a trip to Home Depot, picked up this steel sheet. It's a 22 gauge. Should not be too thin. I mean, pretty much the same thickness as the body of the truck over there. So, and it's gonna make work easier to bend this. So little by little this is getting worse and worse. So definitely all of this has to come out. I have to cut this out. Maybe I'm not gonna cut this all out, but definitely this part has to come out, and then grind more of this. And over here I gotta get a piece and make a transition to bend inwards. And over here my main problem is that this is a two pieces, that this one going up and the inner and the well going in. So not too sure how I'm gonna do about the inner piece. I mean, I never did any body work before, but I'm just trying to do what I can do, what I think is logical. Maybe I should have looked it up on YouTube University to see what people do over there, but I'm just going off my common sense, which is not always the right thing to do anyways. But let's see what happens. So I'm at that point that I have nothing to lose, because the rust is gonna keep just spreading. So I'm gonna cut this out completely. Gonna try to use this multi-tool, and yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, so look at these guys. This doesn't look good at all. So from here over up, it looks like it has a better metal over there, and over here it looks fine as well. So I'm just gonna keep cutting out this part, and yeah, gonna try to focus more on working, less on recording. Like I said, this is not a how to do it, this is just me trying to do it. There is a better videos out there how to deal with this. This is just, guys, like I said, just my attempt to fix this and prevent the rust spreading. So this is not necessary, this is the right way to do it. So now for over here, I actually have some scrap metal like these brackets. So what I'm thinking to do, I'm already working on this piece. I cut this 3/4 inch and this is 1 inch, and I think this should work over here, hopefully. So I just gotta even out the edges here and here. I gotta mark where I need to try to make my bend and bend this inwards. So that piece, I'm hoping I can weld it into here. So this is gonna be something like that. This is pretty good, this is almost good. So this is where I have to make this bend inside. Has to be something like that. So I have to cut this and then 1/4 inch in. I have to make another cut so I can make this transition over here. And okay, so this is not gonna be of course perfect, but hopefully this is gonna be better. This is my third attempt of making these brackets, because originally it was too small and I wanted to stick inside there, but then the next one was too short because I had to cut more over here. But this one now, I think it's gonna be okay. So just gonna finalize the bends over here a little more, gonna fix this part, and yeah, I'm gonna start trying to weld this in place. So this is gonna be something like that. So now I'm gonna start welding. I'm gonna try to weld that piece in place. Unfortunately, my welder is not the best. For that, of course, it's better to use something else, and or to be somebody else more professional. But I'm gonna try my best. So little by little I'm welding it in place. Not too happy how it's coming out. Part of it's my inexperience of welding, part of it this welder is kind of failing on me. At times the wire stops feeding, so I start welding it, midway it stops feeding, and yeah, I'm losing the momentum. But yeah, and it's much harder to weld very thin metal, but I'm gonna try to do my best. Okay guys, so that's where we are at right now. The piece is welded in. I'm trying not to go too crazy with to sand this off, because I don't want the weld to break. I try to do as carefully as possible with my welder, but you know, like I said, it's either my lack of experience and the welder is failing on me. I don't know what's going on. I try to adjust it multiple times, but it just, I think that's what you get when you buy cheaper stuff. So now I'm gonna clean the surface and I'm gonna apply the Bondo. So once again, it's not really how to do it, because I'm sure I'm gonna mess this up, so don't follow my instruction or anything. So I'm not even gonna record that part, how I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna show you the end result, guys. And Bondo is applied. I know it doesn't look any good either, but that I'm gonna sand off, so that should be right. So now I have to wait at least 20 to 30 minutes for it to dry, and then I can start sanding it off. So the Bondo is all dry now. So now with the sandpaper, gonna try to make it more even, more smooth. And yeah, and unfortunately I'm losing the daylight real quick, so I don't know how much I'm gonna accomplish today. I'm gonna work probably whenever it's gonna be dark, just not gonna record it. But hopefully next time when you guys see this is gonna look much better. So gonna work on that and gonna send this all off. Much later. Alright, it's been actually a few days since I started this project, and as you can see probably from the distance, it's done. I mean, it's not perfect by any means, and I know it could have been better, but the truth to be told, it's the end of the season. We have barely any warm days, so I was kind of in a hurry because it's constantly raining. My main goal was to get rid of the rust, to cut this all out and weld that piece in there, and that is done. So I'm happy with that. Could this have come out better? Yes. But this video is not really how to do the body work on the trucks. This is just my personal experience, or lack of it, as you can see. But the important part, I got rid of the rust, and this, I may redo this later once again. But now this should be much better. And everything over there is painted as well. Now for inner well, I actually picked up this rubberized sealant spray. It says can be used on roof, gutters, skylights, chimneys, PVC pipes, and DIY projects. And what a better way to do this on this DIY project. So on the inside I sprayed a good amount of it after I put a Bondo paint, and then I sprayed it with this multiple layers. So hopefully that's gonna keep all the moisture and air and everything out from the inside as well. So we'll see how this gonna hold up. So this is how it looks on the inside. I think it came out pretty good. I mean, if they use this stuff from the roofs where it's constantly exposed to the sun, I think over here it should be good as well. I painted with a primer paint, and then on top of that I put this rubberized. So hopefully it's all good now. But other than that, it's all done, and I'm somewhat happy with the end result. Like I said, the main part, that rust is out. Could have been better, but there is always room for improvements, right? So maybe later on, maybe next year or something, I'm gonna revisit this project one more time and redo it. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna paint the whole body with a bed liner or something. What do you guys think? How the truck gonna look with the bed liner painted on? So feel free to leave your comments regardless of that, because the truck slowly getting all scratched up. Like on this side I have big scratches already, so maybe I'm gonna bedline the whole truck. I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, on this note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you might find it helpful, and as always, until next time, everybody, bye.